Hi there, my name is Julie and this is my 11th out of hopefully 16 hikes on the Bruce Trail in Hamilton. I'm going to start my trek by taking the bus to Ancaster. I'll get on the trail and hike to Canterbury Falls. From there, I'm going to go to the Dundas Valley Conservation Area and see the Hermitage Ruins. And then I am taking the Bruce Trail out to Governor's Road in Dundas. And if we don't know each other, my backstory is that I'm in cancer treatment right now. And as part of my healing, my recovery, I decided about 5 months ago to try to hike 78 kilometers of the Bruce Trail and side trails within Hamilton city limits. Right now I'm hiking on the Hermitage Trail, which begins around the Ancaster Mill, and you can use this trail to access a lot of popular areas like the Dundas Valley Conservation Area, where I'm going today, or Tiffany Falls and Sherman Falls. Okay, we have come to a junction which is not well signed at all. If you would continue straight ahead here, that is a more direct route to the Dundas Valley Conservation Area, but I'm going to go up the hill here. This is the Canterbury Falls side trail. This will take me to Canterbury Falls, and I'll have the choice to either go left to the Dundas Valley Conservation Area, or I could go right, and that's where you're gonna see Sherman Falls pretty close, and a bit over a kilometer later, Tiffany Falls. It's really the change in the seasons right now. Like my last hike to Sherman Falls and Tiffany Falls, I did 2 days ago, Tuesday, and there are a lot less leaves on the trees today. Another amazing thing about me hiking 2 days ago is that when I first started this project for the first few months, I really only had the energy to do one of these hikes like 1 or 2 times a month. So to be able to do this 2 times in a week is absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful. I just noticed this sign saying that I'm on the main loop trail. So that means that I've walked into the Dundas Valley Conservation Area. Pretty soon I'll be at the Hermitage Ruins and I'll have a good snoop around there. It's a pretty spooky and atmospheric day to visit the Hermitage Ruins. I could not have planned it better. In 1833, Otto Eves named this piece of land the Hermitage, and the house that stands in ruins today was built in 1855 by George Leith, who was the second son of a Scottish baronet. I found a floor plan on the internet, and I think this structure behind me that's the furthest back from the house is a 2-room laundry. These 2 outbuildings would have been a workroom where I'm standing and the carriage house. And these 2 rooms behind me were a wing off of the main building. So the smaller room right here, that's a cistern. And that room, that was a nursery. Following the deaths of her parents, the Hermitage came into the possession of daughter Alma Dick Lauder, a writer and local historian, in 1902. In 1934, though, there was a fire which left the home in the shape that it's in now. But she continued to live there for about a decade, first of all in a tent, and then later on she built a smaller home inside the ruins. And you can see evidence of this fire in the stonework and woodwork in the structure today. In the 1970s, this became part of the Dundas Valley Conservation Area, and the ruins became a threat to public safety, and so the Hamilton Conservation Authority actually dismantled the stones and completely reassembled them and restored the ruins as the community has grown to love them. Check it out. There's a few larch trees in this area.
How to recognize different types of trees from quite a long way away. Number 1, the larch. The larch. The larch.
The larch! If you aren't familiar with larch trees, they are evergreen trees that have needles that turn golden every year. When I worked in the national parks around Banff, in the autumn, the visitors went apeshit crazy for going to areas where there's a lot of larch trees, and I honestly could not understand why. Like, yes, they are very cool trees because they're evergreen trees and their needles change color in the autumn. But then I told a friend of mine who has family in southern Ontario, and he just went, "Oh yeah, that's because you're from Ontario and pretty much every tree changes color." I was excited to see some larches today though. There's not too many of them this far south. This part of the Bruce Trail is also known as the McCormick Trail, and I'm going to take this trail up to Governor's Road, where I'm going to hop on a bus. I kind of don't know how to describe my next hike. The Bruce Trail kind of skirts around Dundas, and I haven't hiked most of this section before, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm pretty much at Governor's Road, so I'm gonna hop on my bus and I'll see you next time on the trail.